Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Monday, December the 21st, and I am starting my next day of Vlogmas. So I had put on my Instagram story that I was going to do a wrap with me Q&A. So I got you guys' questions, and I'm going to just kind of answer them as I'm wrapping some gifts. So obviously I have to be pretty selective about the gifts that I wrap because a lot of my family watches my vlogs. So I have some nieces and nephew gifts over here and just some gifts that are in brown boxes that I think one's Riley's and one's Katie's or something. No, I think I have a couple of Katie's over here, but they are they're inconspicuous because they're in brown boxes. So anyway, let's just get started. I don't know how well this is going to work out or anything, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. I like watching these, so I figured I would probably like recording one. So yeah, let's just give it a try. I tried to make it a Christmassy view with the Christmas tree, and I put on Arundel's Yule log on Disney Plus and our little nativity there. But anyways, I thought I would try and make a nice Christmassy background for us. So, all right, let's get started. Olaf is laughing on the TV. That's so funny. And I have my mountain of wrapping paper here that I'll just choose from as I go, I suppose. So this one is for Alston. I kind of want to open it before I wrap it because it's wrapped in plastic and I want to make sure it's not broken or anything because it's rattling. So I'll do that later. Yeah, so this one's for a nephew. So some kid paper. So I'm just going to jump right in the questions, and I'm going to just go in order of that I received them. So the first question is, how many gifts do you have to wrap? Well, I don't know. I don't know how many. I didn't count. I didn't count how many I bought this year. I know how many people I have to buy for and everything, but I don't know how many gifts I have to wrap. And like I said, tonight I'm just wrapping a few, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then there's a bag of stuff down there that if we have time, I'm going to try and keep this around 15 to 20 minutes because you guys will get sick of it real quick, I'm sure. What was I saying? Yeah, oh, if there's time I have clothes down there that I'll wrap up. But I don't know. I don't know how many I have. A lot. So how many do you have? Tell me in the comments because I would love to know. I haven't kept count, so I really don't know. My next question, 7 Brew or Starbucks, and what is your drink of choice? So that is a really interesting question because it's one I honestly have never thought about. I don't go out for coffee very often at all. It's definitely a treat when I do. I think I said it in a recent vlog. I refrained from stopping on my way home because there's a Starbucks on my way home from work. But I enjoy both. I think definitely my drink of choice at Starbucks is pretty basic. I guess probably the pumpkin spice when it's in season, and then white chocolate mocha. So I definitely prefer the sweet stuff. And then at home we get the Starbucks Holiday Blend K-Cups, and I really like that with just sugar. It just has a really good flavor. Scotty drinks it black. He drinks all his coffee black. And then 7 Brew, which is funny because I just pulled this out of my car today. It's their little limited edition mug that they did. That they didn't take very much to talk me into buying that the other day when I was there. I'm not a very good rapper, guys. I took Brooklyn, when I picked her up, I wanted a coffee. I hadn't had coffee that morning, and there's one right by her house. So we treated ourselves to some 7 Brew, and my preference there is definitely the German chocolate. Why did I pick this one to do first? Because y'all are probably already like, what is this lady doing? So there's my answer to that one, I suppose. Okay, I'm already over it. What in the world? Okay. Next question. How many pets do you have? Too many. We have 3 dogs, a cat, and a hamster. So the dog we've had the longest is Strawberry. She was our outside dog. And we would bring her in the winters and when it was real cold and just random times when we wanted to cuddle with her and stuff. And then we got Remy. Y'all, this present. I think it's because I'm trying to talk. We're not doing that one right now. It's because I'm trying to talk and do stuff. We'll go much easier. So we got Remy 4 years ago, just a little over 4 years ago. And he was a rescue. Strawberry, we got her because her mom was a stray that wandered up, and we ended up just feeding her and just taking care of her, and then she just kept getting fatter and fatter, and at first we thought, oh well, it's just because she's getting fed now, and then of course she turned out to be pregnant. So that's how we got Strawberry. And then Remy was a rescue, and then Boone, our neighbors took him in. A lady couldn't keep him anymore, and then he wasn't getting along with their dog, and they thought they had too many dogs, and so they said, oh Scotty, we got your new dog. And I'm like, no, I'm done with dogs, I'm over it, we have too many already, too many. And then I saw the dog and my heart just melted. So I said, go get the dog. So he did. He went and got it. And he's actually been a really, really good dog. So it may pain me to say, but I do like him. And then Maui, we got her because we live out in the country and we needed a mouse or cat. And she was supposed to be a he. And then of course not. So, and then she's a mess. She doesn't get along with anybody. Riley's like, I just want a cat that'll cuddle with me, and she's not a cuddler. And then we have a hamster, which is really Riley's pet. It's not really the family's pet, but we like her a lot. She tried to catch a ground squirrel when we were in Colorado, and I told her, if you can catch it, you can bring it home, which of course I knew she wasn't be able to catch one. And so then all the way home from Colorado, she researched ground squirrels as pets, and then somehow it switched over to hamsters. And so she took her birthday money and bought Nala, and we like her. She's fun. So, okay, that is enough about my pets. So let's see. My next question was, who is your favorite cousin? And I feel like I'm somewhat inclined to say Amber because she may or may not have asked that question. But honestly, I don't think I can pick a favorite cousin. I have such fond memories with all of my cousins. And I think that that's one thing about, you can't write and talk at the same time. That's one thing about my sister not living near, is my kids don't get to, kind of grow up with their cousins. Now they do, they see them at church, they see them at my parents' house all the time. And then my brother's, girlfriend's kids live next door. And so they get to hang out with them and everything. And so, but yeah, I have such fond memories growing up with my cousins. So when it snowed the other day and the kids got to sled with their cousins over at my sister's house, that was a real treasure to me because it was just like me and my cousins when we were kids sledding and just having a lot of fun in the snow. So sorry, Amber, I can't pick a favorite cousin. I do love you very dearly, and thank you for asking me a question, and thank you for watching my videos. But okay, next, favorite Disney movie and why? That is a hard one. I probably will say Tangled because I don't know. I really have loved that movie. It is a movie that came out the year I got to stay home with my kids. So, ooh, the inside's even prettier. I have worked since I was 16. It has always been my dream and my goal and my hope to be a stay-at-home mom. And it'll come one day, I'm sure. Maybe get to be a stay-at-home grandma like my mom gets to do now. But she worked, you know, our whole childhood and everything. But that's called retirement, by the way. Stay-at-home grandma. This thing's pretty nice if you don't have one of them. It works on thick paper. So anyhow, always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and then I had been with the company for 11 years, and Riley was fixing to start kindergarten, and Aiden was 2, and I was just really struggling a lot as a young mom, as a worker, having my priorities straight, managing everything, putting it all together. And I don't know, Scotty helped me be able to work it out where I could stay home. I was selling Premier Design jewelries, which I just heard they're going to be no longer at the end of this year. So that makes me really sad, because that was a really treasured time in my life. They've been in business for 35 years, I think, maybe longer than that. I don't know if it was necessarily COVID or just the internet, honestly. People don't do home shows anymore. Anyways, blah, blah. I was selling Premier Design and was able to stay home with my kids for an entire year. And I loved every minute of it. But I barely made enough with Premier, and we blew through our savings, and it just wasn't working out anymore for me to stay home, unfortunately. So I went back to work and found a job on Craigslist, which that's actually another question. Maybe I can go ahead and just skip ahead. And so I found that job, and then, yeah, went back to work, and I've been with that company now for 7 years. So the question was my favorite Disney movie and why. But that movie came out that year, and Aiden loved it so much, and of course I did too. But we watched that movie over and over and over while we were home, you know, while Riley was at school. And so, of course, just fond memories with that movie. And I just think it's hilarious, and it's very heartwarming and very sweet. Where am I stacking my done ones? Here's a few I wrapped the other day. Let's put them all here. That'll work. And so I do love that one. And do I have any other? Cinderella. That movie was one that as a kid I watched over and over and over and over. I can still quote just about every word of that movie and the songs, and Scotty and I made little slideshow movie thing for our wedding, and that song, the This Is Love song, was set to our engagement segment of that slideshow. This one is actually Aiden's. Oh, elf paper for sure. So cotton-headed Minnie Muggins. So yeah, I would say Cinderella and Rapunzel, or Cinderella and Tangled. And those are the 2 reasons why. Favorite Disney park. Man, that is so hard. Really, really is. I'm gonna say Magic Kingdom. And I think it's just because it's the quintessential Disney park. Like, I mean, so many people, when they talk about Disney World, that's actually what they mean, is Magic Kingdom. A lot of people don't know that it's actually called the Magic Kingdom and not Disney World. Disney World is the entirety of it. So the 4 parks plus the hotels and the stores and all that stuff. So But yeah, the Magic Kingdom, that's where Cinderella's castle is. It's got Fantasyland and Tomorrowland and Frontierland and what did I say? Adventureland. I lost a land somewhere. And I love the history of Disney and Walt Disney and just learning about the beginning of the Disney parks and the Disney franchise as a whole and animation. And so even though, Walt had passed away before Disney World was built, he did have a part in the Magic Kingdom, and he, picked out the land and everything. Yeah, so the Magic Kingdom. And Scotty's would definitely be Animal Kingdom. And I love Animal Kingdom too, don't get me wrong, but yeah, so there's that one. Okay, the next one is, what is your job? Is YouTube your job? No, YouTube is not my job. I would love YouTube to be my job. It can be a job, if you guys don't know that. It's pretty crazy that this could, one day or whatever be a job, and so many people, it is their job. But no, it is not my job. I will not tell you what my job actually is, because it's the internet, and there are some creepers out there. But I can tell you what I do for a living. I manage a sewing department. I supervise a sewing department. They changed my title a while back. Anyways, I supervise a sewing department, and I have like 20 people on my crew, and they are all awesome. We've had some rough ones over the years, but the crew I have right now are pretty cool. And then I do machine maintenance on the sewing machines, and this one's for Tanner. What should I wrap Tanner's in? This is pretty. Yeah, I mean, all the things that come along with management. Just, I do a lot of office work. Unfortunately, I definitely wish I could still sew a lot more. And I did just get a new boss very recently, and I feel like I do have a lot more freedom to go sew than I have in the recent past. So, yeah, so I sew and manage people and fix sewing machines. That is what I do for a living. How old are you? You seem young to be a grandma. I am young to be a grandma, but I am older than a lot of people think. I am 38 years old, right? 30. What year? Yes, I'm 38 years old. Man, why is it so hard? The older you get, the harder it is. And I am a grandma because we got Katie when she was a teenager already, and then she went on to be married and have her kiddos. So although I am only 3 years older than her birth mother, and I technically could be her real mother, that's how I am a grandmother. But I am her real mother. I should say it that way, because she calls me mom and I call her my kids. So anyway, yeah, 38 years old. Let's see. If you could choose between Stitch and Toothless, who would you choose? To be honest, that was Aiden's question. That's really hard too, because, Stitch is Disney. So of course that's my heart there. Get your water, Aiden. He's trying to be quiet over there. And so of course I love Stitch and I think he's hilarious, but Toothless is also hilarious. I love the How to Train Your Dragon movies. So, I think they're kind of in different realms. So I'm not sure I could pick, but I don't know. Probably Stitch outranks Toothless because of Disney. So, yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I'd probably pick Toothless because he could fly.
Oh. Aiden says he picks Toothless because he can fly. Why did you start YouTube? I actually addressed this in my very first day of Vlogmas, I think. early on in Vlogmas, I talked about it. But I started YouTube because I wanted to. That's really the bottom line answer. I started watching YouTube videos when I was planning our first Disney trip, and I, started watching these vloggers, and beyond their Disney videos, I just started being very invested in their lives and just very interested in vlogging as a whole. I don't know. I just thought it was fun and interesting. And honestly, most of the shows I watch on TV are reality type of shows anyways. I don't really watch any sitcoms or anything like that. So this tape just wrapped around my finger. That kind of entertainment just interests me more, I suppose. And so I just kind of, hey, I could do that. And then I kind of came to a little bit more of a realization that I just enjoy it. I think it was my very first Vlogmas, because I talked about comparison is the thief of joy and why I had stopped YouTubing for a minute, because I really was comparing myself to other people and channels and all that kind of stuff. And Scotty just set me straight and said, you do it because you like it. And that's so true. That's why I do it, because I like it. And it's something fun for me. That's just mine. Like I'm wrapping all these presents because they're for other people, but I'm enjoying it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I probably ought to put a tag on this. I don't know. It's something I am enjoying very much, and I guess I should just leave it at that. But yeah, that's why I do YouTube, why I started YouTube, because I enjoyed it. I thought it would be fun, and it is fun, and I really like it. So, how did you choose your YouTube name? That one's fun. My name is Ivy Sue, and I'm talking to you, so Ivy Sue and you. My little tagline is from my heart to yours. I talk a lot. Obviously, I've wrapped like 6 presents in 20 minutes because I keep talking. But it's just kind of an outlet for me to talk to you. And I don't know, just have that connection with people that aren't here with me. But I don't know, I do feel that connection with you guys. And it just makes me so excited when you communicate back with me and comment and and give me your questions and stuff. So that's kind of how I threw a lot of other names out there. My Etsy name is iFlip for SFlip. I think it's also my Snapchat name. It was my Instagram name for quite a while. And so I threw a lot of names out there, and then Scotty, I think, was the one that said that I should do Ivy Sue. And so then the rest just came from there. I read a lot of things that said you shouldn't do numbers because it can be confusing, because is it the number 4 or like FOR or FOUR? And so I was like, okay, well, I can't do iFlip for SFlip. So Ivy Sue and you. That's how I got my name. I really like it. Hope you like it too. What is your favorite color? That's a hard one. I say purple a lot is my favorite color. I think red's my favorite color. Green's my favorite color. Rainbows are my favorite color. I saw a thing the other day that said Christmas lights are my favorite color. That's kind of true because it's all the colors, so that makes sense. I like colors. I don't know. I can't really pick a favorite. What motivates you to work hard? That's a really thought-provoking question. I'm going to have to say my family. My family definitely motivates me to work hard because, that's honestly, it's the reason I work. If I just recently did a youth lesson on selfishness, and this world is a very much do what makes you happy type of culture. And I said, that's really a lie. We shouldn't just do what makes us happy, because what would make me happy would be to be a stay-at-home mom and go to Disney every single day of my life, But should I quit my job? No, that would be a really horrible decision, because, that wouldn't make sense. It would be really unwise. But anyways, I work so that my family can have what we need and honestly what we want. I tell my kids all the time, you guys are spoiled. Like, you need to understand that. You're spoiled. You have everything you ever wanted and everything you need for certain. And here's the line between spoiled and spoiled brat. And if we ever cross that line, we'll have issues. And thankfully, the Lord has given us tremendous children. And so far, they are not spoiled brats. And so, but we are able to spoil them. We do okay. We are certainly not rich by any means. I mean, you can see my home. It's very primitive and, it is what it is. You should see my vehicle. It's not the best either. But it is because it's what God has provided for us. He has made a way for us to get to and from work. He's taking care of us and all that we have. And so what motivates me to work hard is my family, is to be a good steward of what God provides us. So, I work hard, obviously make money because I work. But I try to be a good steward with that money that God gives us and spend it wisely and save and budget and do all those things too, So getting to do fun things with my family and spoil them and, all, extended family included with all the Christmas gifts and stuff, But anyway, family motivates me to work hard. I don't think that's definitely the answer. Okay, last question. I only have one question left. Who is your favorite Disney character? So that's really hard. That is a hard one for me. I honestly think it's probably Goofy. And that reminds me, Goofy movie is one of my favorites too, which is not a princess movie, so I should throw that in there too. Goofy just makes me laugh. Like, his laugh, his actions, the way he's animated. Like, I just really like Goofy. He's goofy. He's funny. But yeah, the Goofy movie is so hilarious. I've loved it since I was a kid. I don't know. Goofy is a safe choice. This is not in the center. See, I can't even do like square boxes. I actually consider myself a decent rapper, but I'm a better talker than I am a rapper, that's for sure. So yeah, probably Goofy. I love Chip and Dale. We should just throw in all the classic characters. Mickey and Minnie. Donald, he's funny. I don't know. I love the classics. But then, you got the princesses. You got Rapunzel and Cinderella from my favorite movies, So they're just all good. It's so hard to pick. You guys tell me your favorite Disney character in the comments. I would love to know that. I would love to get to know all of you more. I would love to have more comments on my channel, more interaction on my Instagram and Facebook pages. It's just, it's how I can stay connected with you guys. I feel like so many of you tell me that you like my vlogs, and that just means the absolute world to me. And you get to hear a lot about me, but I want to hear a lot about you guys too. So please feel free to comment and just tell me about yourselves and tell me some of your favorite things. What's your favorite Starbucks drink or 7 Brew drink? Tell me those things. And those of you that submitted questions, thank you so much, because this was so fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you... Oh my goodness, Olaf just came back on the screen and scared the fire out of me because everybody's in bed. And so I heard someone talking behind me. Oh, I thought it was her. Oh, I didn't really think it was her. For the record, if you voted on my poll yesterday, I think she is cute. And everyone else in my household thinks she's creepy. And so now she's going to be finding new places from time to time around the house. Don't tell them, although they watch my vlog, so they're going to know. But yeah, thank you guys so much. This was so fun. I can't see my timer. Let me move this. Oh, 32 minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to edit a lot out. Yeah, okay, so thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna stop talking because we can't make this any longer. I enjoyed this. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know. Please tell me in the comments, give me thumbs up on this video. Even if you don't want to comment, just make sure you hit the thumbs up button, and that'll tell me that you like this kind of video. And Lord knows I got a lot more to wrap. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a lot of baking, and so I will film a little bit of that. Who knows how much. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you subscribe to my channel too, so you don't miss any future videos. All right, I'm gonna go. Bye guys, I love you. See you in the next one. Bye.